This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by
shiresociety.com. I'm standing here with Lisa from Manchester, who you said you've never actually heard about the Freetown concept.
I've heard of the Free State Project.
Okay.
I've never heard of Freetown Project.
Well, did you know that back in around 2003, there was a movement called the Freetown Project, and they were trying to move a bunch of people to Grafton, New Hampshire, to establish the freest town in the world.
Okay.
You know, they weren't real diplomatic, and there were problems initially that kind of gutted the thing early on. However, when the Free State Project came along, a lot of Free Staters did move to Grafton. And so there's sort of a free town thing going on there. It's considered the freest town in New Hampshire. But it doesn't have to be Grafton. I mean, just what do you think about the idea of concentrating libertarians in a town instead of a state?
I love it. I mean, because I think that it's less people, and so you have more of a chance to have more of an effect. So I think that that is a great concept. I mean, I love the idea of the Free State Project, but yeah, maybe if you start town by town by town, it'll catch on more.
Did you have any thoughts with regard, you're saying something about how this might affect Manchester, or?
No, I ran for alderman in Manchester for Ward 7. So I was saying if everyone wanted to move to Ward 7, then maybe I could get on the board. Right now, there's a guy I'm running against. He's been in there like 18 years.
Yeah.
This entrenched dude that, you know, I'm probably never going to beat until he dies, which I'm not wishing him to die, but...
Well, most people on boards of aldermen are old, so...
Well, Phil Griazzo isn't old.
Well, that's true. I just said most.
Joe Kelly isn't old. Yeah, okay.
Right. All we have to do is outlive them, I guess.
I suppose, yeah.
But yeah, I don't want that to happen anytime soon. The, I guess, what are your thoughts in terms of what's the best, what do you think is the best place for folks to move in New Hampshire if they're freedom lovers?
Oh, man. That's hard to say. I don't get out of town much, Dave. I grew up in Nashua, and I live in Manchester now, and I don't really know much about the other towns, to be honest with you. I know that they've got some stuff going on in Keene.
Shit as you go, don't you? Obstruction.
I don't want to get in the car.
They got you on camera.
I don't electrical. No, we have you on camera. We have you on camera doing what you're doing.
I don't want to get in the car.
For using an electrical device.
I feel like
Oh, great. Oh, thank you for serving and protecting us. We really appreciate it. Hey! Oh my God! Unbelievable! Unfucking believable! Pepper spray. He did fucking nothing. Unbelievable! Look at this shit.
I don't know if that's a free town or not. I think it's probably pretty liberal there. Yeah. But probably the smaller towns where you could, you know, maybe get on the boards a lot easier and stuff like that, that would probably be ideal. So I don't know, like, but then you want to be in the towns that are populated to get your message out too. So it's kind of a quandary there.
Well, you know, I don't have an objection to you making your pitch for Manchester. Why do you think Manchester might be a decent place for folks to live?
I love Manchester. I think it's great. I mean, we're like an hour from everything. If you want to go to the beach, you can go to the beach. If you want to go to the mountains, you can go to the mountains. You know, if you want to go to Boston, you can go to Boston. I love it. I think it's very centrally located, and I like living here.
Nice. Well.
So, you know, that's just one person's perspective.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that there's a lot that we could influence here. If we get enough people here to like really make a statement and stuff like that, I think we could have a difference.
Yeah. Oh, it's, you know, it's a pretty. I mean, it's not like Keene where you have a one-party state sort of, and you know, gigantic expenditures and huge property taxes. Here, at least the property taxes are not so bad.
Yeah.
Well, compared to Keene.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Thanks, Lisa.
All right. Thanks, Dave.
See you out there.
The old world is collapsing, and it's going to take its slave driver governments with it. But what will rise up in their place? In New Hampshire, the Shire Society has a plan, a thriving web forum, and a history of action.
It didn't take long to come up with a plan.
You can sign up right now at
shiresociety.com.